Next, the first person, so we're doing characters and the monsters.
Okay.
So, Buffy, where are we putting her?
I mean, surely it's gotta be.
There.
Yeah.
Oh, there.
No! Oh, I don't.
Is the helpless vampire that is like crazy. Well, you didn't give me like bad eggs. It's just an egg. It's just
I enjoyed the it was a Amy's lovable crap episode, I would say. So, meh.
I'd probably put mess. I'll agree with you there.
I'll disagree. I appreciate it as the first big bad. That's where that ends for me.
I would probably put into either not quite the best or like top of meh, but I feel like you're gonna want him.
I know
there.
you want it on not quite the best at least, so we can do that.
You sure I'm alright? Because we made a lot of compromises on the episodes once, so I can.
I don't want to get stick, so let's move him up a bit.
So I'll put meh.
No, I don't. I think meh, because I mean he's better than an egg, surely.
He's a more personality than an egg.
I don't think she's better than an egg. But
we'll leave that to a bit of a mystery to who you pointed to.
Yeah.
So I'd take this picture as Angelus.
Yeah, I would.
I think he's a good demon against Buffy, but I feel like we're going to be judging this very differently.
I think there is fine.
Okay. The mayor.
I think he's one of the best. In terms of villains, he's got to be easily one of the
He is
best.
good when he's like washing his hands and stuff like that.
When he says about because under there can be dirt and something and mayo. Like, yeah.
What? Oh, fair.
About mayonnaise being under your nail. Oh, fucking get down.
For context, that was Adam, and he's going in, nah, mate.
Mm-hmm. You can change nah, mate, if you want. I know you don't. I can tell you, like, I don't like saying this.
It's because it doesn't come as natural, I think. Like you're
not as sarky as me. Yep.
At least I'm guessing before the master.
I don't know, actually.
Not the master.
Oh,
the mayor.
I don't know about that. She's good.
Mm-hmm.
I would say they're probably equal pegging for me. Because I think
if they're equal
prefer
pegging,
his dialogue than hers.
They're very. I do get what you mean. They're very good in very different ways. So it's kind of hard to judge them against each other. Other than they're a big bad. I think I sway more to her just in the fact that she has a bit more like threat to her, I guess. Warren.
See, I hate him. But they make me hate him really well.
They do write him really well. You are meant to hate him, but
there's so much wrong with him as a person, and they write that so well.
They do.
I hate him, but he is a good villain.
I feel like we just need to judge how we're judging this, though.
Where would you put him? Because he was a bad... Okay, so, what's his name? Adam was a bad villain, and he wasn't written very well. So he just straight off is downing the crap.
Yeah. I get you.
Whereas I hate Warren, but he was a good villain.
See, it's hard because we're judging this with like the ranks of Buffy though as well. So okay, so we're going on. So our measurement scale is we're judging how well overall the character is written and how well that works. Like Buffy, good character, we love her, top tier. Again, for them two villains, they're well written characters, therefore enjoyment.
Yeah,
kind of, because I'm kind of thinking, like you said, he's poorly written and he's boring.
I would say, as much as it feels wrong to say this because I don't like him, is either not quite the best on top of meh, because I don't like him, but I'm not supposed to.
Well, good, not the best, because we have a strong opinion on him. I think that's where where we don't have a strong opinion.
Yes.
Strong opinion.
Yeah.
Jonathan.
I love him.
Yeah.
I think for who he is, he's exactly who he's supposed to be, and I love him.
Andrew.
Again.
I'm going to put him before
it.
For
season 7.
For season 7, and like the storytelling episode, I think it's called Storyteller, where he's like, hello, my gentle viewers.
Yes.
Andrew knew about vlogging before vlogging was a thing. Veiny Willow. So...
I actually love Dot.
Yeah. So you'd put her maybe like up here, or...
Yeah, honestly.
Before or after them?
After, I think.
So they're like, yeah, okay. That's the first. I was like, what was that?
I get...
Do you want to hear my take?
Go.
I would probably put them in or that because, yes, they are amusing the scenes when they first are betraying different characters, but it is relying on what's already come before, if you get me. It's relying on Drusilla and Glory and those characters to make them bits enjoyable, whereas this is just a spirit that is evil.
I agree with that, and also, I don't know.
A few moments later.
It's just, yeah, okay, I will go at meh. Because it feels bad to do that because it was the end of it, like, all of it.
I do get that, and it is the big threat. I just think if we're going on, like, how well the character's written, you don't actually, because it's portraying spirits of previous characters,
Yeah.
it's just relying on everything else that's kind of come before.
Yeah, I
in
think
this judgment.
meh is fine. I wouldn't feel great putting it in not quite the best. Joker.
Yeah. But the Scooby's going to have to go quite high up.
Well, we'll see about that. I think Caleb as a villain, fantastic.
Yeah, I'd also put him like...
I would. Because I think he had more of an impact than the first did in season 7.
Yeah, I feel like that word kind of needed. So when they introduced him, I feel like he should have been earlier as well. I'm not gonna lie. He was introduced quite late on, and I feel like he kind of missed out on him being in it more. The Uber Vamps again to do with the first.
Meh.
Yeah, they're kind of just there.
Yeah.
So
I'm not mad at him though. So I would go one up and do meh. Because is like, no, you annoy me a bit. Because you're crap.
Fair. I would put him before her as well, I'm not gonna lie. Would you?
When Spike moved over to Angel, and you know I love Spike, I still haven't watched all of Angel. Even though Spike's
I
there.
haven't, but I think I struggle with the earlier seasons of Angel to get to that point. It loses my momentum.
No, but this is what I'm saying. Like, I feel like if
But the bits I've seen him in it are really amusing.
Yeah,
so I don't know if I can judge it by. I do get your point, but if Spike said they were going to have a spin-off series with Spike and Faith, and I would have watched that, and I do think that could have worked really well. I think it's a shame he's like got to that point where he's deemed himself too old to play him, because I do think.
Yeah, but he's now putting silver in his hair, so it kind of works.
You mean he's gone grey?
He's putting silver in his hair.
The man's like 60 and you're like, oh, but he's dyed his hair silver.
No, but what I mean is he's like, obviously he's gone grey, but he's putting toner and stuff in it. So
like he's working with it, like.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know I'll accept that, because I love him loads, but I do think their two's pairing and their relationship is everything. Like, not in terms of romance, in terms of the whole way through.
Also, though, on a side note then, so taking that, like, this character choice out of it, take him out, he's died in season 2 like he was meant to, second half of Buffy, completely different to what?
Fair.
Do you get what I mean? Like,
Fair.
You could take, I'm going to feel bad saying this, but I know you might actually agree, you could take Xander out and the rest of the show kind of still ends up relatively similar to what it is. I know he progresses better than he does from the beginning, but whereas you take Spike out of season 4, 5, 6, 7, and 6 again,
Well,
controversial
don't get me
bit,
wrong, because I know that a big part of Xander's character is the whole, he's the wise words man.
Yeah.
And I appreciate the, like, emotional bringing people in and having these talks with people. But then sometimes I think it just comes across condescending, some of the shit he comes out with, actually. Like, he thinks that his words are that valuable that they're just like, I will tell you my wise words, and then they mean everything.
Like, he hasn't earned that yet. Like I
it's
think
not even that he hasn't earned it. It's like, okay, so he thinks that means that's gospel.
Well,
like, that's your.
I think what you're.
Like, that means that's your opinion.
I think I know the bit you're definitely on about is in season 5 as the example of when he's like saying to Buffy about Riley, and you're like, dude, like, stay out of it. It's that like
this is your opinion on this situation. That doesn't mean that what you're saying right now is fact.
I watched something recently that they did say that they think, I think it was because it's like a Buffy podcast I follow on Instagram, and they were saying that they think Xander's looking at that because he relates to Riley and sees himself through Riley, and obviously because he's always had a crush on Buffy,
I think
that it's kind of like heavily biased in his opinion on that situation. And when I heard that, I was like, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I think that's spot on.
So yeah, that leading on, nice segue.
See, but
I might be able to go there, but
yeah, that's as high as I'd put him.
I still think he's more entertaining than him.
He has an impact. I don't enjoy the impact.
I'd question if there was an impact. He fucks off and then she's like...
But that is the impact.
Yeah, but she's...
That he doesn't really have much of a... Like, he's kind of bag of flour.
Dude,
like...
so this weird science shit on me. He has an impact, but he doesn't.
No, I'm not trying
science.
to do... I mean, like, I thought kind of like, for me, he's bland, but isn't that kind of the point?
No, because you can have a normal Joe kind of guy and still have...
Without him being...
Yeah, like, taking the werewolf side of things out, Oz would have been a very normal, run-of-the-mill kind of guy, and he still had more of an impact. Like, I actually forget that he's a werewolf, really, because it's never really like, yeah, he is, but that's it.
Yeah, because the whole thing is kind of like, well, aside from the initiative, he didn't really have anything.
Yeah, his whole personality and
was that.
Yeah, it became the initiative, and then the initiative went. So then he was like, "Well, now I'm Buffy's boyfriend. I don't want to be just Buffy's boyfriend, but that is all I am." And then he like projected all of his insecurities straight onto Buffy and made it her fault. Before Adam, because Adam is literally just like nothing.
Before Adam.
So it's saying there.
And the guy acted what he was supposed to act.
Yeah,
well.
this isn't any gripe on the actual actor. He has even admitted it weren't the greatest performance.
I have a very love-hate relationship with this.
Okay, so context, so Jake hates her. Like, Jake would probably make another tier and then pop her there.
What are your thoughts?
I think I'm similar to you. Love-hate, I don't mind her in some respects, but I think there is some instances where she's just like, okay, like, really? So, she's in, I think there is like a lot of arguments to say that she's a very attentive mum and she doesn't really know what's going on with her daughter at all until then she finds out she's a Slayer. She's like, oh my god, you've been leading this entire life. But it's like, did you ask her? Did you pay attention? Like, the girl snuck out to what Buffy, literally her own words, saying, how many times have you washed blood out of my clothes?
Yeah.
And she doesn't really pay attention. I think they could have done more with her, if that's probably where, as like the mum character goes, I think they could have...
I would say top of meh.
Yeah, I was trying to move
because
him.
I do actually somewhat really do appreciate her. Like, there's a reason it was so moving when she died.
Yeah.
Spoilers, sorry.
Like
because she was a big part.
Mm. Well, yeah, but also you're more so because everyone can relate to that, like, fear of coming home and their loved one.
Possibly, but that also says to me that she did play the character of a mum, whether that was an annoying mum or not, very well.
Because the bit, like, the scene I always think about when it comes to Joyce is where in the episode, What's My Line or something, I can't remember, it was when after he's just gone evil, basically, and it's her birthday and it's all kicked off, and then she gets her a cupcake and she's like, no, I don't want to blow it out. She just has a cuddle with her mom.
Yeah.
Like
and like when she's not well and in hospital and all of that, like,
oh.
So you should probably say who they are, because I just say I'm not a fan to...
Jenny Calendar, so...
I'd say meh. For me, it'd be meh, but what do you think?
I would probably, like...
Yeah,
she's not in it long enough for me to have more of an opinion. So I'd probably put... He needs to... Oh my god! There we go. I would probably put her there.
Yeah, I agree. And I love that we have nothing to say on her.
Kind of really sums that up.
Yeah.
She's not in it long enough. Like, the time she's in it, I quite like her, but...
I like that she has a flirt with Giles.
Just a flirt. They weren't together or anything, it's just a flirt. They get together.
By the time they do, Angel kills her.
Yeah, not in it long enough to really have an impact. It's Drusilla, but they've cut off the top of her head. I don't know if I'd put her that high, but I do think she's quite...
I think she's bottom of the best.
Oh. Would you say
no, she's... no, I think you're right there. Between... Yeah.
It's mainly going off of when she's in Angel, and she's like being all flute, like... Ooh, because that music's going off, and she's like, "Oh, I'm ringing," yeah. And then Darla pulls out her phone and then like passes it out.
I'd be tempted to move her up a bit, actually.
I think more underrated in Buffy, but the bits I saw in like Angel added to her, and then she came back and was like, I feel like they could have used her more, but maybe that's why she's so good is because they didn't. They could have used her more, but if they didn't, that might lead to why when she's in. good. There's no like dip.
I like Principal Wood, but I would say he's not quite the best.
I would put him at like the end of it because
the drama with him and Spike made me find him very annoying. But again, he was good though.
There's a clear bias though. Whose side we're taking.
I can't stand it.
Oh,
in Buffy,
okay.
I just couldn't be bothered with her.
Yeah, in Buffy though, she's only in it a little bit, and I feel like because in season 1 they're going a really weird vibe because they've got her in like a schoolgirl outfit, and then obviously when she's in it in Angel, that's obviously dropped. She's not like, oh.
But I think it's the same for him that's next to it. I never remember what's his name. I think those two tie in together.
Luke, fucking hell, that's a minute.
I think both of them, because they're like villains of season 1, and I just was like, So
I'd put him in like there, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, if you want to leave her there, that's fine.
I'd probably put her higher, but
would you?
Probably, but I'm thinking I'm probably judging it more Angel.
She has to go after Joyce at least.
All right, that's fair. I can put her there.
Okay.
Just because on like the Angel thing, because she's pregnant with the little brat child, and then she's like she wants to remember that she loved it. Because obviously it's given her a conscience and she actually remembers. I like that performance, but again, in Buffy, she would definitely go around here. So I'll lean it more to Buffy because that's like the main show we watch. But she is special mention for Angel. Xander.
I'm very conflicted with Xander because kind of got to go in the best. I think.
I'd say. Okay. I mean, I'd put him in the bottom of the trio.
I'd put him above the trio.
Yep.
And that's that.
Fair.
But I'd move him up actually to somewhere around there. No, maybe after Xander. That's what I'd do.
Okay.
If you're happy with that.
Because I think the issue with Xander, I think it's happened in other shows, like on like One Tree Hill they've done the same, is the bits that people don't like a lot about Xander. Joss has openly admitted he wrote a lot of himself into Xander. So I think later as it goes on, and they do try and like redeem him with his words of wisdom, taking the Riley opinion out of it. I think they're trying to redeem him a little bit, but it's too late in the game, if you get me.
It just kind of interests me, I don't know if that's the right word, all these wise words, yet he was the one that in the beginning messed over Cordelia and then made interesting choices all the way through, was still in love with Buffy and was kind of going with other people and still having her and Matt and all of this, but then dishing out all this wisdom. Like,
I personally think in season 5 they try and do like a redemption arc on him a little bit. Get misplaced. Because basically that's when he starts getting like a better job. He does try and like obviously have a relationship with Anya.
I did really like the episode of his where he gets split in two.
That's in season 5. That's why I mean, like, that's where I think they're trying to like redeem him. I think it's still. I think the Riley example is not very good. And then obviously season 6 we have the Hellbells situation where I'm also on the band camp that they could have had one happy thing happen in that season and it should have been they got married.
See, I didn't even mention that.
She's like, oh god, round 2.
But no. But I do agree with you, and there are moments in the earlier seasons that I do really like of him. But I just think, and I will say, I think the actor does a fantastic job. I think if it had been Ryan Reynolds like it was meant to be, it would have been wrong.
I also am not gonna lie, it's gonna be like, oh yeah, he didn't do much afterwards. It also helps me kind of like encapsulate that show as itself. If Ryan Reynolds was Xander and then went off to be Ryan Reynolds and everything else, that would make my psychology of Buffy, like watching that, really different, because now in everything I see of Ryan Reynolds, it is Ryan Reynolds. So I feel like that would have happened to Buffy. So I'm kind of glad he's not in that. The bit I do like, a scene I do like is Xander, not to shit all over him, is in season 7 when he talks to Dawn.
Yeah.
That, and he's like, really, you're extraordinary. That's the more Xander I want to see.
I do like that, and that, I think sometimes with his wise words, he has actually got some really good points. So fair enough. I like his and Dawn's relationship. Not that there's a romance or anything, that's not what I mean.
You know what happens in the comics?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of. But I do think the way that the sort of sister-brother thing in that is nice.
You know what, actually, like, so apparently they get together, but they also have a kid and everything in the comics. Like, they get together. So when you're like, brother,
In
sister...
Buffy, in the series.
The television show.
Yeah. Snyder's fantastic. Get him up there.
Yeah, he's great. I would...
Yeah. Especially Bang Candy episode.
He makes it because he becomes like the nerd that actually wants to be friends with them, and you're like, oh, okay.
That would be for me. He winds me up.
No, that's fair. But again, on the judgment of like,
she gives us a bad name. Sorry.
God, she's called Dave. Okay, so you could have full opinion on her. Since it's a shared name.
Just I don't hate her, but
Okay, so Wesley's going to be a difficult one because I'm going to be more biased on the Angel progression.
I'm going to be more biased on the he's married to Willow progression. So
I would probably put him in part of the best, but probably not.
I think I'd put him not quite the best.
Oh, I'll go with that agreement because he does do some questionable things in Angel.
I just think in Buffy he's brilliant for what he is, but he's not in it for a huge amount of time, and I don't think he leaves as big of an impact as other people.
Yeah, it makes bigger impact in Angel.
Isn't Cordelia a mystery?
It's funny as well that they kind of led into the whole awkward kiss, and then they're in the spin-off together, and it's just never brought up again that he had a crush on her.
Wait, but is that human or vampire?
I'd say they're only going to have just overall her in general, because I feel like a vampire and a human aren't very different.
I think that they are, in terms of it works better for the vampire version. We'll leave it at the best.
I put her above Snyder.
Okay.
I just like the little cat fight here in Xander
Yeah.
has. That's like the whole slow-mo.
Yep. I forget what's her name.
Kennedy.
In fact, do you know what that bottom tier should have been? The noise that Sideshow Bob makes when he treads on a rake.
I don't want to type
you
that.
Can't spell that. I can't spell it, but
Ben, him as a character specifically, I'd probably put him in there.
Yeah, I'd go with that just after Joyce. I think that's fair.
Because take the fact that he's attached to Glory out of it, he kind of is a little bit better than Riley, but still very much on the same wavelength. It's really funny that they get rid of Riley and then create like a Riley 2.0 and make it the bad guy. Who's attached to, like, has no identity other than the bad guy, which is kind of like Riley and these two. Professor Walsh, she's not in it long enough.
But I do think she was a good villain.
I think she'd have been great. I think if she stayed that season,
I think she had more of an impact than Miss Calendar. I'd have left her there.
Okay. So, ooh.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
Kendra, Vampire Slayer. That's my attempt.
She's got to be meh, surely. But, like, I don't know. Yeah. About there.
Fair.
I don't have much to say on her, unfortunately.
She's probably in the same amount of episodes as Ethan Rain, but I feel like we're going to have very different, like, because he has a lot more impact, at least in the episodes he's in. So, end of it?
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
I think solely because he's just not in it enough. If he was in it more, he'd probably build up to, like...
Wouldn't it have been good if he made an appearance in later episodes, in later seasons? I don't know why they didn't do that.
Do you know in the Buffy comics, not the Dark Horse ones, the ones that I were reading, they have got him in it when I started. I can't remember which bit I were up to, but it seemed like they were building up for him to be in it quite a lot more, like a character that they hadn't utilised a lot. But I think in it was 2019, it was said, I think he dies, I could be completely wrong, I think he dies and his ghost is trying to like claim to another body, so it finds a different one in a different universe, and he ends up grabbing old Ethan Rain from that one, I think, and like going into his body. But again, he still hates Giles, and I think in that Buffy comics, Giles' mom is a villain. She's in the Watchers Council, I think. Didn't carry on reading the series, I really don't want to. Little random boom comic knowledge for you.
I would put her probably the best, honestly. I think she did a lot for it, and in Angel, I think she kind of made Angel.
Oh, she probably, I'd say, better than Xander.
I don't know. I'd probably put her next.
I would put her more than Xander, I think. I think she does loads in, like, the Angel series. She obviously gets completely sidelined because of...
having a baby.
Yes. You had a womb, God forbid. Even though he made her pregnant every 2 minutes in the show anyway. In season 1 of Angel, I swear that girl's always pregnant. Anyway.
I just love that I guessed that she was pregnant when her whole character premise started going all weird. I was like, she's having a baby, isn't she?
We just didn't know the full context of why we're going that weird.
Yeah.
I would put her quite high. I think I won't put her, like, if I moved it right now. Yeah, I don't think she'd be...
Can we swap Xander with the mayor? I feel like it's an injustice to him to have him below the mayor.
I feel like as time goes on, you're like, I feel a bit bad.
Yeah, because I do think that he is a big part of it. You know? And I feel like they did need that character in there. I just think sometimes
I think
his angle was a bit off.
Which again, I think is solely driven by Joss Whedon's view on that character. So I think if he was written more unbiasedly from Joss Whedon, from the start at least, he would have been a bit better portrayed.
I don't know how I feel about Cordelia being that high up, I'll be honest.
Oh?
I think she was really good for who she was, but I just don't know if she merits, like, somewhere there, for me.
Okay, I can go with that.
Yeah.
These dudes.
I do quite like those guys, but I'd say not quite the best.
They work well with Glory, like off the worshipping S-demon kind of front. This is Anne or Chanterelle or whatever she goes by, or
I quite
Lily.
like her, but she's not quite the best or meh, I don't think. I'd maybe put her at the top of meh. Oh, wait. No. Okay, so after Joyce. Who forgot? Joyce.
Ben, Essa Walsh.
I'd probably stick her after Ben.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like a little one-off episodes, and I like how she comes. They don't like make it super obvious. Like she's in Lie to Me, and then she's in Anne in Buffy, and then she's in a couple of episodes in Angel. But they never actually have Angel and like Buffy connect that. If you know what I mean.
I like when she asks Buffy if she can.
Because she stays, really and like that's why I liked in Angel. Though is you got to see her character a little bit more. Do you remember her?
Yeah.
Because she has that like homeless shelter for kids.
Oh no, I don't remember that in Angel.
No, yeah. So Angel's trying to one up Wolfram and Hart, and Wolfram and Hart are donating money to a charity, and
I might not have seen that far.
We've watched that one because we were watching Angel together. I think we have seen it. It's just such a one-off episode. You don't actually like clock on, but she keeps the name Anne, which I also really liked.
The last one I remember is where Spike either is being haunted by someone invisible or he is invisible in Angel. I can't remember.
Spike? Well, that'd been really late on then.
Maybe ask them.
She's in Angel anyway.
Okay.
Oh.
No. Oh, what's
I
her
can't
name?
remember her name, to be fair.
It's not. It's Halfrek.
Oh, yeah, it is. Well done. I quite like her. She's not like. Yeah. I'd probably put them there.
I would put her around Ben for me, because I don't think she's higher than Joyce. That's my
benchmark.
Yeah.
Okay. I like her. She's also in the season 5 episode All for Love, I think it's called. I think. You know the one where Spike is telling how he killed all the different Slayers, and we find out that she's the girl that he was trying to do the poem for, and then they see each other later on and they're like, William! And
I like the one with Dawn's wish as well, and what she said.
Yeah, she's good when she pops up. She's kind of like Ephraim, but not at all very as good.
That girl, who I don't remember the name of.
She's nice enough.
Yeah, bottom of meh. She don't annoy me.
I don't even remember this girl. I'm not gonna lie. I do remember her, but she's there.
She has occasional lines, and they don't bring anything to the scenes, and they're usually quite annoying. Yeah, somewhere like that. I thought she was quite a good villain, actually. I would put her... No, not that good. Probably after Darla, somewhere around there in meh.
I'd probably put her before Bad Eggs.
Yes, that's fair.
That's Callum, is it Callum? Malcolm. The demon that's from a book that goes into the computer and then they make into a robot. Episode sounds bizarre.
I actually quite like that episode, but I'd put that around Bad Eggs again.
Yeah, I'd probably put...
I liked him. I would put him above... Oh, yeah, no, fair. But then am I saying he's better than Joyce? For his one episode, he probably was. Like, contextually, if he was in it more, but if he was in it more, I wouldn't like him.
He is in it just the right amount to make an impact. He's also, I think, in the...
I'm not saying he's better than Joyce as a character, I don't think, but for his part, that was good. Yeah. I quite liked that episode as well.
Characters. We're not doing episodes, remember. So Marcy, I think her name is. She's quite a good villain because she's like, she's willing to be cut. It's like, why'd you get these scars? Kind of Cordelia.
After the Master, I'd say around this Bad Egg sort of time.
Yeah, fair. You really don't like the Master. That's such a controversial.
After.
Oh, for goodness sake. If I left her there, that'd have been such a controversial.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not bothered about him. I can't remember his name, but he's the zombie. His brother is making a girl for him. They're making like a Frankenstein woman.
I thought that was Zeppo.
No.
What happens in Zeppo?
Xander finds a bully with 3 other like zombie characters, and they're making a bomb to blow up the school.
Oh, them ones are making a bomb.
Yeah,
not a woman.
You know, the same thing.
Just nah for me, actually. Really no impact.
Them two are pretty similar. She needs to stay there.
I would say better than Xander at least. Yeah, there for me.
There?
Yeah.
Okay. Although just not as much discussion. It just goes without saying. She goes there.
Bad Eggs sort of.
Just the one-off monster
around there. Yeah.
She beats an egg.
She beats an egg.
Snake monster.
She beats an egg. Sorry.
That's lost. That's gone for it. Oh wait, did I? No. Let's drop that somewhere.
Egg.
I'm gonna try and find that monster because I did. Oh god.
What was it?
It was the reptile boy monster, but I don't know where I put it. This dude.
There.
Oh yeah. Oh, should we put him back in place? This dude. Again, I feel like this is gonna be
around there.
It's not that far off an egg. It don't do anything.
Yeah. Below the egg.
Yeah. Not everything can go above the egg. What's his name?
Oh!
It's a like.
It's
guy.
from the one where he locks them all in a cellar.
Ford, that's his name. I know it's really random. He has some like impact.
I would not put him. And I wouldn't put him quite. I'd put him around Anne. Sort of. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
What?
Who are you?
One of the 3. Yeah, Order of Taraka, not one of the 3. Sorry. These 3 are the 3 demons sent. That's like a vampire thing to kill her. That's just some weird human cop apparently. And that's the bug monster. They're all in the same episode.
Somewhere in the bottom 2 for me, honestly.
Oh.
I have like very, very no opinion.
I feel like we have more of an opinion on these, so I'm gonna put him there.
Yeah. Again, for her, she's around there, but the bug man had slightly more of an impact. So yeah, I mean, he was only in it 30 seconds, but yeah, somewhere around there.
Next to the other bug person.
Yeah. He was good.
Yeah, he was really good.
I'd put him next to
Ooh. The judge.
Not bothered.
If I put him next to himself, because they're the same actor.
Yeah, fair. They were good villains.
Killed by Deaf Guy.
Yeah.
They were good villains. I can't really argue he can't go. It has an impact, but not like... Yeah.
I kind of like the whole twist of it as well, that they thought it was the Doctor.
Yeah.
Because I was quite convinced of that.
Reptile Boy. The Go Fish, where they become the fish monsters.
Prison Break.
Yes, this is the Prison Break dude. I don't know if they're going for his character or the monster. It kind of implies more the monster.
We've already had the monster, haven't we?
Not from Go Fish.
I've got them mixed up. Which one's the reptile one then?
That one. It's when Buffy and Cordelia go to a frat party and they're gonna like offer him up a sacrifice to this guy.
And we put the first after him. It's alright.
Maybe I'm
not quite an egg.
Yeah.
I'd put him around there.
What? Not quite an egg.
Sure.
Or better than the first.
Somewhere around.
I'll put him near the other reptile-esque boy thing. Oz. I feel like you're gonna want to go not quite the best, whereas I probably would put him.
I would put him in the bottom of the best.
The bottom of the best.
The bottom of the best.
That's fair. I can cope with that. I like, other than how he left, I do like Oz as a character.
I like Oz as a character.
That is literally a big rock. That's quite amusing that they've got him. It's the demon.
Just above the first. No.
But worse than the egg.
Not quite an egg. Yeah.
Really, so we're saying that these are better than
No,
literally
okay,
a rock.
go on.
I feel like it needs to go in here at least, but...
well, it's technically it's when Angel dies, isn't it? So.
Yeah, but
that's not that.
there was also a chair in that scene. Would you put the chair?
I'd probably put it just above Kennedy, actually.
Oh, this is the vampire thing. Kakistos? Burning toast.
Tokistos.
But yeah, he's
Kissing toast.
Kissing toast.
Kissing toast.
Yeah, this is the one that's after Faith. When Faith is introduced, it's like the vampire that's like...
Yeah.
Gwendolyn
I
Post.
wasn't bothered
Gwendolyn
about it
Post.
either.
I feel like she needs to go in Mare.
Yeah, but at the bottom, because I preferred the other like Go Fish episodes than that one.
Oh wow, really?
To be honest, yeah.
Oh, fair.
Blobman's where she is. For me.
Balthazar.
That's what I said.
Like that Joey thing. This must be the the vampire version of her then.
I would say not quite the best. Somewhere around there.
That's the prom wear dog thing, I think. Jesus.
Above Canada. Somewhere down there.
Below the rock, up above the rock.
You choose.
Cheers.
Oh,
we had more of an opinion of the rock, I think.
Oh, we like it. Not quite the best. Somewhere where the puppet. What's the puppet's name? Sid.
Ah, thank God, yeah, Sid the drummer.
I beat you at Buffy.
So, Kate Hudson to you.
I thought she was quite good. Not quite the best. She's in the sort of Monster of the Week.
Not quite
good
the best
ones.
categories.
Yeah. Around there, yeah.
I'd say she's better than the dummy, but I think he is better.
Yeah, he's...
It's an amusing joke. This is the Fear Itself episode where it's like a little tiny demon. And they're building up to this big scary demon. It's like this big. Because it's like, you didn't see actual size of the book and stuff.
I'd go after the Master.
After the yeah, I agree with that. Veruca, I think her name is.
That's
Slutty werewolf woman.
To be fair, she didn't do no wrong.
Well, she was clearly after him a bit, and she knew it. So.
Well, he should, yeah.
It two-way street, like the two tango. I'm not taking it away from that, but she clearly had intent.
She had intent. I'd put her equal with Anya. I don't know where though. In my mind, them two are equal pegging because they're like polar opposites in a really nice way.
Oh, they'd just be like that.
Yeah.
This is the Pangs demon. So from it's like not Halloween, from Thanksgiving. It's meant to be like an Indian spirit.
The syphilis one. No.
What? Yeah, the syphilis one. Yeah, I'd probably put it there.
Okay. Yeah.
The Hush demons.
They were fantastic. Ooh, that's bold. I don't think they were that fantastic. I think they were around him.
Giles as a demon.
I
really liked that.
I don't know if I put him the best. Yeah, I put him with Wesley.
It's really, I think it's really funny, and I like how he can talk to Spike, so it's just him and Spike in that car.
Yeah, I like that.
The First Slayer.
Somewhere here. Yeah, because she's relevant. I don't like particularly care, but she is relevant to it.
Okay.
What do you think?
No, I agree with that. I'm happy with her going there. Dracula. Not quite the best.
Yeah, somewhere around there. After him.
After him.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. I agree with that.
Who are you?
I don't know.
I do know. Move your thing off of it. Oh, that's just dark. I know who you are. Oh, I do. I know who this is. Can we come back to that?
So, this is in season...
It's when Buffy's just come back and she's getting haunted. Season...
6.
Yeah.
Is it that one?
I think it might be. And it like drops from the ceiling on her. No, it's the thing that attaches itself to Joyce from the hospital.
Okay, yeah, the little weird slug demon thing from season 5.
Yeah, and Joyce is like crackers talking to it on the ceiling. That's where it's from.
Okay, well, I'd probably put that down here.
Yeah.
After all that.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
I went on a journey, my bad. I like him, but I'd put not quite the best somewhere around him again.
Oh, that's quite high for me. I don't think I'd put him that high. I'd
Okay,
probably
fair.
put him down like here. It's fine.
I just like the flashback with him and Anya.
Okay, yeah, I'll keep him there. To be fair,
Yeah.
I don't know why they're even a thing.
She's fantastic. No. Yes.
Buffy bot.
Yes. I would say.
I'm not gonna lie, I'd put her quite. She's above Xander.
Yeah, that's fair. Agreed.
Yep.
I liked her. I'd put her after Thingy again. Ted, after Ted.
After Ted.
Yeah.
That's fair. Did you know that apparently they wrote that role in Britney Spears?
No. I know that Sarah Michelle Gellar's the only person who came up to her and offered her a jacket when she was sat in the cold all day.
Oh! Done.
Well, this depends. What do you think?
I don't think we're going the best.
She's a good annoying sister.
I can relate.
Same.
I think she'd be not quite the best. It's just kind of like where.
I think she'd be near the top of not quite the best. I think that's fair.
Yeah, because she's better than him.
Yeah.
Obviously, she's in it long. It'd be a bit shit if I didn't put her. This is the debt demon, I think is it? No, it's not the debt demon. It's a demon that the trio hire to go after Buffer. But she's in a bank, that's why I thought debt.
Yeah, anywhere down there is fine for me. He's the best. He's got to be up there. I would say he's near Caleb. I would put. Oh, would you go really?
He is good. And do you know what I think is one of the biggest misses ever? You know, Lorne from Angel?
Yes!
And him should have been a crossover episode. That would have been amazing. And the fact that we won't ever get that is genuinely a thing I think about a lot. Because, we needed Lorne and him in a crossover. That would have been great. So.
I'd have loved
Well.
I know.
Genuinely, that thought, I think, lives in my head rent-free. It just pops up ever so often. And I'm like, well. This is the weird demon guy that is like a dealer for Willow.
I don't like him. But I'm not supposed to like him.
Because we're not meant to like him.
We're not, but I don't think he's better than Ted. No way. There.
This is in Double Meat Palace.
I've just realised what it is.
Yeah, this is the old lady that
scared the shit out of me.
Has like a weird, I'm not gonna lie, it's a very esque looking demon thing.
When I watched this as a kid,
that episode scared you.
Absolutely terrified me, and I still fast forward.
I feel like that's your Killed by Death episode.
Yeah.
And now we're putting
Quite
that.
rude that episode as well, isn't it? With the see-ins outside.
I love how your Killed by Death episode then is the slightly ruder version.
I love the invisible rudeness in that episode is just too funny. I don't know how we got away with watching these as kids though. Anyway.
I didn't watch season 6 as young as you did though. I had to buy that on DVD. I only watched up till season 5.
Sky One. I was in primary school, I think.
Yeah, I definitely did. I watched it. I was like 12 or 13. You watched it a lot younger.
Well, in primary school though, all the kids were playing Buffy, and I was like, I want to play.
Why was I not at your primary school? I played Buffy on my own.
But as in running around the playground, like picking characters and like slaying vampires. And I was like, okay, I'll be Tina or something, because I didn't know what they were talking about. But I wanted to play. So then I started watching it. So,
I just played Buffy on my own. There was no Buffy fans in my school.
You're just being invited. That was the cool kids that used to do that as well.
I went to the wrong school.
Because I was like really uncool because I didn't watch Buffy at the time.
I watched Buffy when I was 6 as well, so I would have...
Can I say?
Oh, I'm 30 and now I've just realised I went to the wrong primary school. Back on point.
Somewhere in these.
The master is your...
Somewhere there, yeah.
It's your benchmark in it. That's the demon that eats.
That was creepy.
That is also a very creepy photo. But it did well. Because on the level of creepiness there.
But is that better than Joyce, really?
It had more of an impact for me.
Fair. I won't argue. I don't necessarily agree though, but I'll it did have an impact.
We're gonna struggle with that one, Jesus.
The Hoffren, I think, I'd put him at the bottom of the best, honestly. Oh no, yeah, maybe after Dawn. That's fair.
He's like just a good stereotypical boss.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know what that is, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I do. It's the one that with Giles at the end, he's like, oh, I owed you a favour.
Is it that guy?
Is it not?
Editing Fran here. I'm not gonna lie, as soon as this demon came up, I knew it instantly now, a few months later, after, just a bit of time has passed and I remembered. It's the demon that gives Spike his soul. We go on debating if it's the demon from season 3. It's not. Demon that gives Spike his soul. So he's great, but we did not remember that in the video. Just for context, I did remember after.
Legit don't know what that is.
But he'll still be better than Kennedy, so...
They're quite bad, so I'm going to put them there. The thing we don't even know is better than these two.
Yeah.
Trick.
I think not quite the best. Somewhere...
I think around here.
I think better than him, though, so I'd say after Ted. No?
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Clem, we love Clem. Up at the best. Bottom of the best. Oh, but then the Dawn. I think better than Dawn. Bottom of the best. We love Clem.
Yeah, Clem is good.
Yes. Snooty.
It's a blue flute.
Sorry. My brain did, yeah.
Snooty fluty.
Snooty fluty.
I think it'd be in there, but like around here.
Yeah, I'm up
maybe
for
a
that.
bit better than her.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like
yeah, I'm happy with that.
Angel. Well, he's not better than Clem.
He's not better than.
It's hard because again, like this is like a mixture. I say mixture. Been judging like when I've judged him on the Angel show as well. None of these have been in Angel, so this is clearly just a Buffy one. So are we just going solely off a Buffer? So I'd
say
because if we're going solely off a Buffer, he's not better than Clem. He's a bit dull in Buffer. So I would probably leave him there.
Yeah.
You could argue maybe Dawn is above him, so maybe after Dawn.
No, I think that's fair. I think that's probably about right, because the trio are more entertaining than him.
He does leave an impact, so I do think in the best is good, because obviously his death.
It's amusing that Snyder's higher than him. But I'm happy. I didn't like him. Maybe go, Like, he annoyed me, but I didn't. He's not a Kennedy. But,
Okay. Maybe...
Yeah, about there.
This dude.
I find him kind of amusing.
When he's there, like, he's obviously like a bit of an extra in this. When he's there, he's alright.
But we're around Miss Calendar, kind of.
Yeah, it's like...
Yeah.
Oh, it's...
Riley's, I did not like him.
He has to be down here.
Yeah.
Forrest, isn't it?
Yeah.
These two, I would go very toe-to-toe of being like the worst characters in Buffy. And he eat the
We're
sword.
making Riley look good.
I know. When you put him out against everyone else.
Yeah. I thought he was quite sweet.
He was quite sweet. I think I'd put him above Ben.
Yeah.
Or maybe around
but he didn't
here.
have as much of an impact. Yeah, there.
This is Warren's girlfriend who, bless her, gets traumatised to hell with all the stuff they do.
See, she's a reminder of that episode though, and that makes me.
I would probably put her better than the egg. I get what you mean. Storyline wise on the episode, very different opinions.
There's nothing wrong with her.
No, bless her, there's nothing wrong.
Her involvement in the episode I don't like because of what happens to her.
Strike that. The one thing she did do wrong, get with him. It's like that's where she went wrong in life, is going out with him, and then it all went downhill from there.
Not a fan of Riley's miss. She's fine. At the bottom of meh.
Oh. Okay.
She's just meh.
This dude.
Oh, he wanted to join in and got hit in the head.
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't mind him. I'd probably put him between the two somewhere here because the boyfriends are there.
The non-boyfriend kind of guys.
And above the boyfriends, personally. Yeah. Yeah?
Yeah. This dude, I really like. He's the better of Riley's friends.
The better, and
I'd probably put it. I'd probably put him there.
I'm down.
He's a nice representation of a male character that's not wanting to get with Buffy. He's just a nice character. He doesn't offend me on screen. He's just. I think his opinions. I think when he's around Riley, he just everything he says is not like. Yeah. She's one of the.
Oh, she's the British one.
Oh God. I think on that alone.
She's Nia Kennedy.
Yeah, about to say that alone, and the defence of the Britishness there.
Yeah. She annoys me, and all she can get down there.
Down here?
Yeah.
What are you saying, like this?
Because she's one of them, you know, when they all gang up on Buffy, she's quite quick to open her gob and kick off at him.
Fair.
And I think, well, this isn't your house, get the chuff out, will you?
Interesting characters to end on.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Face where we think.
I would put in the best. I think it's just about where.
I would put between Drusilla and Glory.
Okay, I'll go with that, because I was thinking around here, but I actually playing it between them two. I do agree with that.
Yeah. So then Giles, maybe between Willow and Tara, because he's a proper stick. Yeah.
I maybe would have put it between them two.
Okay, no, I'm down.
There.
I'm up for that.
Because mainly it's just a good father figure, I think, with that, and it's just a good singer, good father figure, good pointing with the group. Great words there, Fran.
I'm happy. Ta-da!
That is our ranking of Buffy characters.
I'm pleased.
Is there any you would change? Quickly glancing at. I love how many are in meh.
I think maybe Joyce could. Tiny
To be fair, I feel like they're quite similar in ranking to that, so I would maybe put
like maybe where Trix is, to be honest. Around there. I think that seems right.
Okay. No, that's not Amy. Amy is, I think, yeah. You made the noise.
I don't know if she maybe should be a bit lower, because the later on, Amy really pisses me. But I did like the witch episode, the early on one.
Maybe there?
Yeah, because I dislike her more than Riley.
Okay.
What about you?
No, I actually agree with both of them moves. I'm being a bit like, easy breezy with it better. So yeah.
Are you happy with where the master is? And the first?
I feel like, why was the first in there?
Behind the egg.
How could I forget? I'm fine with where the master is. I think once everything else is laid out, the master falls in quite an alright spot.
Yeah.
And yes, I am actually fine with the first being behind the egg.
And on that note,
so what would you consider the best top tier? Just anything. This can be anything. Well,
or we could go down Tina Turner route and go simply. Not quite the best. Yep.
What's like the mid meh range, like the
meh. We have meh.
Meh.
Works. HMM. Chum.
Chum.
So you need a full stop at the end of that if you're gonna do.
What's like the shittest tier?
Nah, mate.
Look, I need to put 8 there.
You can change them if you like.